part of the power grid. And it's just like, and then also we need fresh air to breathe as human beings. And AI is also the data centers are also polluting the air badly. For what? To type a little thing to see if you can get some funny meme thing? Ugh, not worth it. It's not even useful technology. For real.
Honestly, yeah, kill the earth just for a meme. Hey, no, like J. Cole said, some people make millions, other people make memes. You know, there's levels to this, levels to this world and this game that we live right here. But it's all good. Welcome to LUdiaries. This is LUdiaries. I will be your host. We have returnee and Abby Laporte. Last minute inquiry, last minute um inclusion to the show. I could have some people on, but one's having technical difficulties and the other one is MIA. But it's all good. We keep the show rolling and it's fun. You know, hopefully everything works out for them and what it is that they have going on. Normally my boy Ozzy would be here behind the keys, but Ozzy is in Ozzy is in Idaho right now. Ozzy, they got him over there working like a Mexican. He's over there working from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. They got him out there in the fields, boy. This is the circumstance that happens when you deport a lot of people. Now, who's working the fields? They got
Awesome.
they got Ozzy, they got Ozzy out there in the fields, and Ozzy lives in Lafayette. Ozzy lives in the hills. Ozzy,
He doesn't
he
know
is
how to do anything.
he don't know how to do shit. Like he is over there stressed out, stressed out. I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, Ozzy, what's good?" Yo, they got me over here. He was like, "I can't talk. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to bed." Ozzy is getting up work and going straight to bed. He can't. He can't rest. He's tired. He had never did this before. Ozzy lives in the hills. He don't lock his door. Ozzy is Caucasian. He don't know nothing about work no Lake Field. They got him out there working. It's good money. I mean, the money he's making is good money. But god
Wow.
damn, he gonna learn. He have a big lesson, boy. He have a big lesson.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what he understands from the experience. Um, is Ozzy actually working, like, is he doing like labor? Like, what is he actually doing that? Like
Yes,
in
like
like
he's cleaning like a lake. Like there's some, I guess, some lake that they clean. Like they're like, I don't know what like he's doing some hot, like he's
Wow.
under the sun. Like I'm talking about day and night. Like he did from the sun, when the sunrise to the sunset. They
It's
got my
only
boy
funny
out there.
because it's Ozzy. It really is only funny because it's him, you know?
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
it is funny because it's him, because
Is this the America that we want? Is this the America that Donald Trump wants? Is this what he wants?
I
He wants
mean,
is that, I mean, hey, I get it. Everyone got to do their turn. I mean, black people, we did our turn. Well, you know, the people that was out there, they did their turn. Mexicans came, they did their turn. Now I guess it's the Aussies. The Aussies got to go out there. Them
the
suburban
white
dudes.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your turn
Yeah.
now. That's what the president wants. That's
Yeah.
what he did.
I mean, that's what he did.
That's what he did.
Wow.
Why
Trump
would
ended
they?
up being pretty radical in his own way.
Well, you know, Trump is rich, so he don't know what's
Trump,
like. He
listen,
don't. He
Trump doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't have a vision for this shit. He's just being a weirdo and he's just in charge of things while he does it. Like he doesn't he's a
he just he just rich. He don't know. He don't know the suckers. He don't know that
he's
he
a
deport.
puppet. Trump likes money. Trump is a money addict. And money addicts, what do they want? The only thing they care about is getting more money. So if he's getting bribed by Russia, if he's getting bribed by, whatever, then that's what he's going to do. Bribed by Israel, then he's going to do what they're commanding. That's all Trump is doing. He's a puppet.
So
Sorry.
they commanding the suburban kids to go out there in the fields and work. I said,
They You know what? I don't know how that fits into the paradigm. I really don't, because it is ironically like kind of makes sense as an outcome, you know? But I don't know. Like I don't know what to make of that.
Could you turn your phone by chance? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Could you just so you can go fulfill the full screen?
Wait,
You
I
know what I
wonder if
mean?
it'll, yeah. Oh, wait.
Is your phone locked?
Oh, maybe. Let me look. Is that a
Um,
button I have to push?
yeah, unlock. You got unlock. Like when you're
Okay.
yeah, vertical, horizontal. See, it's
Okay.
showing our age. Right now, we're showing our age. Even though I'm young,
Oh,
but
here we go. I see a button. There
there
we
you
go.
go. There you
There we
go.
go.
There you
There it
go.
is. Okay.
There you go. Perfect. Excellent. So yeah, to fill the screen up. Um, how you been though, Abby? How you been? Welcome back to the show. How you feeling?
Thanks for having me on. I've been okay. I'm quitting stand-up comedy, which is
Oh
a
wow.
relief. Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with stand-up. I'm just like really trying hard to figure out what my next steps are, how I'm gonna put my artwork into the world, put my stories into the world. It's difficult. I have like an album I'm putting out on the 11th, which is not very good, but whatever. It's like just songs, and then I have like a bunch of paintings. I have my book that I'm selling. I want to do storytelling or like
And
something.
in the songs, are you gonna be singing about how you quit comedy? Are you deuces, I'm out of here. I quit again. I ain't coming back. Fuck
Wasn't
that.
worth it. Y'all are hella mean. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. Can you
That's funny.
imagine? Oh my God. No, I think that like I don't need to talk about it too much. You know what I mean? First of all, I already made the album before I knew I was going to quit comedy. The reason I'm quitting
Okay.
comedy is I went up at the Punchline, which I've been coming to the Punchline. I started comedy 4 years ago. I've only done 2 years because I had a vocal injury, whatever. But I've been going there a long time. I finally went up at the Punchline, which is like a really important thing to do if you're in the world of stand up. And I'm glad I got to go up, but I didn't like it. I was like, this is not for me. Like, I think even though I could try to make stand up work, and that's obviously something I'm considering is like, do I start producing shows? Like, is there a different way I can approach this? Or
Mm,
maybe do comedy in a different city? Like, is it time for me to move? Like, is it,
mm,
I mean, I have really severe mental illness and like psych issues. And so for me, it's like my life is already very chaotic naturally just because of who I am. And like, I think I'm supposed to be an artist. I am supposed to be contributing in some way that's weird and creative, but like, people in capitalism only like people who are cookie cutter and who are like very basic and in a square, like little box of like, working my 9 to 5 and I'm doing a good job, blah, 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 blah. I work in tech. Like people think that's cool under capitalism, which is dumb because it's not cool and it's you're just buying into the system that hates everybody. Like this is a very violent system. And so for me, um,
mm.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like start with that, obviously, but
Now go on, go on.
well, no, just like we know, like as a creative person, especially as someone who's been really harmed within the system, because like the type of mental illness I have is the kind where you get like I have type 1 psychotic bipolar. So like that's the kind where you
What's
get like
that?
it's just like really bad mental illness, but it's also the kind that used to be, medicine people and fucking oracles. And, if you're going to use the term of the Siberian indigenous groups, shaman. Like it is the type of people who used to be very important for storytelling and for the community and for like working with animals and plants. And so just because under capitalism we don't get to have that role anymore as people with this brain type doesn't devalue us as human beings. So just because like people don't
Right,
understand me in the system doesn't mean I'm any less valuable as a human with an
right,
intricate psyche.
right.
And I know that I'm here to talk about important topics and to be really like one of the best things about my mental illness is like I'm very brave, I'm very courageous. Like I don't get afraid of things. Like I've been through hell and back. I fought the devil in the psych ward. Like I
Oh
stayed on the side
shit.
of God the whole time. Oh, for real, for real. So, and also I'm in remission. I take my psych meds. I take lithium. I take Geodon. Like I'm really proud of myself for being really stable for the past
Well, what
10
the hell
years.
are all these things you're taking? I've never heard of
I
these
take an
stuffs.
antipsychotic and I take a mood stabilizer. But the only reason I have to take that is because we're in a capitalist system that doesn't like that I see like more than most people. Another term for
You
a
see more
psychotic
than most
disorder.
people? Like you got like owl
Yeah.
vision, like eagle vision. Like what do you mean you see more than most people?
No. So just more like spiritually. So like another term for people who have this
Okay,
disorder is like a seer. So in some communities it's called a seer. In other communities it's called an oracle. In other communities it's, it just depends what setting you're in. And then in some communities it's a really valuable brain type where you're taught to go in and out of trance. In where I'm from, you're told to take fucking medications. You got to take lithium now.
medications. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
They try to
how we're
submerge that
treated.
shit.
Uh,
They're trying to submerge. They're trying to submerge
yeah,
your
exactly.
powers. That's what they're
Exactly.
trying to do. Back in the day,
Yeah.
they used to kill. They used to call them witches, and they used to kill. They used to burn them. They used to burn them with fire,
I would
sticks, and
disagree. I would
stones.
actually disagree with that. I think a lot of the witches were probably people who had other neurodivergent stuff. I don't know that my disorder was in that category. I think it's possible for sure,
But
but
you
I
would
think
still
like
be qualified to get burnt up though. Like if you this was back in the day, because they didn't have meds then. They had fire,
yeah.
so they
I
probably would have
mean,
lit your ass
I
up.
definitely, yeah, maybe. I definitely would have qualified for a lobotomy in the 50s, right? Like there's
Or what?
different times, a lobotomy where they
What's that?
use an ice pick on your brain. So back
The,
in the day with crazy people, they would literally just use an ice pick on your brain and you'd pretty much be catatonic and
an
in a
ice
coma.
pick?
Yep. That was originally when they were doing
What you mean an ice
lobotomies.
pick? What's an ice pick?
So
Damn,
originally
where's
when they were
Ozzy? Damn. Yo,
I
free
know.
my boy
I was
Ozzy,
about to
man.
say.
Yeah, goddamn.
He's in the lake. He's in this lake you spoke
Yo,
of or
free
whatever.
Ozzy, man. Damn, man.
Nah,
Ozzy.
nah, it's maybe, I don't know. I don't know. He'll be, yeah, maybe. I think my radical nature has its limits, when it's like suburbanite kids like Ozzy, that's where I start to get less like empathetic, I think, and I need to work on that. That's a me problem, but
Ozzy is one for the people, man. I mean, it's not his fault. That's the circumstance he was born into, you know. So, but
that's fair. No, you know
he's
what? And you're right, Lulu. That is the right perspective, and I need to be more open-minded about how I see everybody as deserving like
yeah. A lot of
an
times, you
easier
know,
life.
like it's
Yeah.
not his fault that they deported all the Mexicans and now there's nobody to work the fields and now they gotta recruit him from California to go
Wow.
all the way to Idaho. Like it's hot in San Francisco. Do you know how hot it is in Idaho right now? It's probably steaming, steaming. They got him over there. And I told him he ain't got no lotion. I told him to make a lotion. He gonna need some lotion, sunscreen. He's gonna come back looking like a red tomato. Like we need to pray for Ozzy, man. I'm praying for you, boy. Man, come back safely, man. Because we need you to do some research and sound effects. And
Yeah.
because right now, I wish I could be looking up shit too, but I'm on my phone, so it's gonna be hard for me to really look up shit. But
We don't need to
you
look
know.
things up. We have our brains. We can do it
Yeah,
old
we have
school
our
style.
brands. We
Yeah.
gonna become AI. We are the AI. We are the original
We
AIs.
are.
We're the
Yeah.
original AIs, you know?
Yeah.
So
I saw a meme and it was like AI takes all this energy and power and water to cool it. It's like the original intelligence of humans. We could just drink a Red Bull and be good, Like it's like we
yeah,
need
well,
so
yeah.
little. We need so little to function. Humans are so much more powerful than AI.
Well, even the things that AI needs, we need that too. You just said it. Water, sun.
Yeah, but AI takes a lot more for a lot less. Like it isn't as efficient basically. So like
We need water too. Like we need a
we
lot
do
of
need
water
water,
too.
but we need less water for how much processing power. So like
Well,
AI is like
for sure. I
very
mean, for
thirsty.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can't drive with our eyes closed. AI is technically driving with their eyes closed. Like these Waymos and shit, they're driving with their eyes closed. We can't do that. We can't do that. I mean, we can't, we can't do that. You know. So,
I suppose that's hilarious. I don't know, Lulu. They have hella cameras on the Waymos. They do be taking pictures.
but
I
who's
don't
looking?
know.
Who's looking? Like who's looking? Who's the one? Who's? I don't think that's for the humans.
You
The
know what's
AI,
funny? Yeah. No, go ahead.
the AI just going off. The AI just going off motion and stuff. So
Yeah.
this the people who even created all these AI, all these robot stuff. These are all nerds that they
They're
all got
nerds.
rejected.
That's why they're making the wrong technology. They're nerds. We don't need AI, bro. We need housing for everybody. Like they're literally focusing on the wrong problems. Like,
We
how come
need the
they
money.
haven't? They're so stupid. No, sorry. Let me not be mean. I don't need to be mean. That's too much, I think. I'll be nicer.
It's the people who got rejected. You know, they got
Yes.
rejected.
Yes. That's literally who it
And
is.
they don't know how to handle rejections.
They didn't come to my house parties that I hosted when I was in high school. I did be
It's
hosting like a lot of parties.
it's your
Like,
fault. You wasn't giving them pussy. You was over there making them leave your house, and they were crying and stuff, and they were upset that you rejected them and you
but
threw them
but
up on
Lulu,
dates and
how was
stuff.
I supposed to know? I gave a lot of people pussy. I didn't know who would be.
Yeah,
No, I'm
but
just kidding.
does everybody deserve pussy? Does everybody deserve
No,
pussy? You see what I'm
no.
saying?
But the people
Sometimes you
who
gotta share the
didn't,
pussy, but at least don't stand them up. Like if it's a date, don't don't stand them up to the point
I
where
don't. I didn't.
okay.
Also, I don't go on dates with these nerds anyway, so whatever. Like,
Let's fuck. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, hey.
What's up, Abby?
Oh, Ellis. Hi.
Sorry.
You saw me. Wait, Lulu, Ellis saw me do
Ellis,
hella bad.
Oh, are we
welcome
on
to
the
the
stream right now,
stream.
right?
Yeah.
Abby, I wanted to talk to you. You bounced after that set.
Yes, we are.
I did so bad. Lulu, wait, Lulu, did you know that Ellis saw me at Punchline?
Yeah.
Oh, well, why? How did you know that?
But he told me, he was like, your girl Abby was there.
Did he say I did bad?
I mean, he said you bombed, but
I bombed. It was bad. It was pretty bad. I got one laugh at the beginning, one laugh at the end, and other than that, I also forgot to say my jokes. I didn't even say my jokes. I literally forgot punchlines.
I'd punchline too. It's crazy.
Yo, where did you go? Hey, you bounced, Abby. You were out. I
I
respected that.
quit
I
comedy
respected
on
the.
the spot. I got off stage. I was like, I'm done.
Hey,
I'm
no, no, but look,
done.
no, but look, no, but look. There's so many people that would have been like, it was all right. It was like your honesty on
Right,
this
right.
podcast and to yourself. Actually,
Yeah.
I respect
Thank
the
you.
fuck out of it because some people would
Mm-hmm.
have waited for their little good
Yeah.
set hand
Mm-hmm.
bump, and you were like,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
no, I know what happened here. Now, this is what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you officially? That's what everybody said. You officially retired. You just went home and you quit.
That was
She
it.
quit. She
I
just
was
said it on the pod
done.
earlier.
I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Listen, not only did I not do as well as I hoped, not only did it feel bad, it wasn't fun. I didn't have fun up there. Third of all,
Yeah.
I could see, I knew, thank God I knew, like I knew Ellis was there and like a few people, like I knew Denise was there, but like pretty much everybody else, I could look into the sides. So the audience is here, the comics are here, and just watch all these losers staring at me like they wanted me to die. Like I literally could
Yeah.
see
Wait, who wanted you
the
to
way
die?
the way that the male, not male even, the way that so many comedians just dislike me for not, like, first of all, I'm sober, and second of all, I don't hook up with comics, and so they're all high as shit, just like watching me not get drunk and like not hook up with anyone. And also like I'm not great enough yet, you know what I mean? Like I'm like okay, like I can do well sometimes, but like I think, and I've only done it 2 years. I've done it just over 2 years. I started 4 years ago, had to take multiple, like a year, more than a year off because of vocal injury. And I just don't feel that I'm good enough and having enough fun to keep doing this shit. Like it is just not worth it to me. I do not care enough about comedy. I care about getting my story into the world. If this is not the way to do it, then let me bounce. Let me dip. Like
Nah, for sure. For sure. And I mean, self-awareness is everything. You need self-awareness in life, for sure. And but me personally, I can't promote no quitting. Like, I mean, I just can't really like no quitting because I'm not a quitter
yeah.
myself. But I can tell you what to do. I can only just not support quitting because I won't support
Oh,
quitting
there we
if
go.
someone told me to quit,
Where's
you
the?
know?
But where's all that optimism? I thought we were talking about what was it about being all comedians. Comedians need to. They need to be optimistic, okay, and positive about that. Somebody who told me that. That was crazy.
Literally lectured you for an hour, no, for 3, 4 hours about being an optimist. Mind you, I was specifically talking about optimism in entertainment, like exactly what I'm not doing.
Hmm.
It's gone. It's gone. No, you know what it is? Here's what it is. I know that I need to succeed in the world of entertainment and or storytelling or whatever. And if this isn't my medium, it is absolutely wise and also optimistic for me to move the fuck on quickly. It's the same as dating. It's the same reason I ghost men. No, I'm just kidding. But it
But the optimism is not being included in your stand up though. If you're being real, right? Your optimism is not being
No. I
included in
think if I could just say something, the reason why it was so personally fucking funny to me is you're literally doing exactly what I was talking about. Is looking at this from more of a professional point of being like, you're something, you're fucking something. All right. You're not an average person walking. There's something people you something, right? And if you
yeah.
you're
look at the
something.
market and if you look at your skill set and how much you're putting in, and you realize, oh, I'm not getting my return on investment.
Yes. Yeah,
And that the
exactly.
market is not going to reward me because I'm not going to do,
Yeah.
I guess, what you think is required or whatever.
Right.
Then it's more optimistic to go, but I still believe in my talent and I'm going to make the adjustment. And that's what we were talking about that night. We were like,
Right.
whatever's coming up in the thing, whatever's coming, whatever, we believe in our talent as stand-ups, but we don't necessarily believe the market's going to reward us just for that. And so that we need to make an adjustment because we also think that we're a thing.
Right.
Right. And that's the most optimistic thing you can do is be
Yeah.
100% honest with yourself, see what your strengths and your weaknesses are. And when someone says you don't got it at all, then you can be like, fuck off. Every artist needs to have an optimistic viewpoint and all that stuff. But being realistic about where you are in the market and what you provide and then competing at that place, that's the key to success, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I think she's being exactly as optimistic. And the only difference is just we were talking about that night. There's the artistic conversation or the amateur conversation or the love conversation or the passion conversation of making the art. Then there's the business conversation. Those are two different ways of looking at the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
So how do you combine the two? How do you now combine the two where you have that like you have the talent and now you're trying to add in also the business part of it too to make that perfect combination because you need the both, you know. You don't want
Well,
to be
same
out here
thing.
fucking
You start doing podcasts. You start doing improv. You
right,
start taking acting classes. You start belly
right,
dancing. You start
I
doing
do know.
something
I already
until
do belly dance. That's so
yeah.
funny.
You
Yeah.
do something until people start reacting to you and you start going, hey, I can get what I want to do out through this art form, right? And what's the competition like that? And then, if those two things work, then you put up she put 2 years in the stand-up because she knows she's something. She knows she got something to say. She knows she's interesting. People,
Oh,
right? So you just try another art form and another art form, and all the stuff you learned from improv or stand-up, it just rolls into the next thing till you
yeah.
find your thing. It's not like it was a waste of time.
I learned so much and I met such great people. I love comics and comedians. I love comics and comedians so much that I genuinely thought I was one. You know what I mean? Like I resonate dead ass. Like I
Yo,
I
Abby,
resonate
I'm
with the
writing a show.
comedians
Abby,
so
I'm
much.
writing a show, and I would like to put you in my show.
there you
I'll
go.
do it.
I swear to
I
God.
don't even need to
There you
know
go.
anymore. I'm doing it. I'll do it.
I swear to
100%.
God. You might want to know a little bit, but
Well, is it like
There you go.
you are perfect. You are fucking perfect for this role. I've got to come up with something for Rob to do, and I want Rob to come across as this really nice do-gooder, and he does these interventions, right? And so Gabe shows up at one of the interviews drinking a beer, and I'm like, really? But it's not a drinking intervention, it's a comedy intervention. Like there's a counselor and their parents' family comes over and they go, stop doing comedy. You know what I mean? But if you ask some comic to do that, then they'll be like, well, then people will think I'm not doing that. But you're already out. You know what
You
I
out
mean?
the game.
uh,
One foot
So we
that's a
out.
can
good
do like a
idea.
goofy, we'll get some people to play your family and your mom will cry and tell you how your comedy's hurting the family and stuff. And
They
you'll
would
just be in this,
never. They don't give
Your
a
comedy is
fuck.
hurting the
yeah,
family. Her
They
yeah,
bombing
don't
is
well,
hurting
care.
the name. This is the Laporte name. Her bombing is hurting the name.
yeah.
You
Nah,
can't.
bro, you should see my family before you say some shit like that. They do not give a fuck.
No, we're
They
gonna write you a fake family. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get some
it'll
actor.
be
Yeah.
somebody else. It'll be a different,
You
yeah.
Not
won't
your
be
actual
playing
family.
you. You'll just be playing you're just be playing a comedian
I'll be
who
playing like
yeah. Give it a
Yeah,
name. Give it a name. We'll figure it out.
like
Tabby.
Sarah or
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Sarah.
you just
or like Rosalind. I'm not Rosalind. Who am I
There's,
kidding?
there's so many
I'll be
Sarahs.
like I'll
right.
be like I don't like Christmas.
There's so many Sarahs.
I'll
Hey bro,
be
are you at home? Are you at home?
No, I'm outside a cafe, son.
Oh, no
you're in
shit.
a cafe.
Outside a cafe.
How are you gonna do
Yeah.
a 2-hour podcast at a cafe, Woo Woo?
Yeah, who was
Yeah.
supposed to be here today? What happened?
Man, I was supposed to have this one guy on here. He said that his Wi-Fi is tripping, and then the other
Damn.
lady I was supposed to have on here, she ain't even respond to. She responded when I put out the group chat shit on like Monday, whatever the fuck the day was, and then today of the day she just ghosts. So I
Well,
mean, yeah.
you remember, Lulu, do you remember when I was on last time and you were like, oh, at some point we're going to talk about Jesus? Here's the thing. I
Yeah.
just want to say one thing
Go on.
before I continue with this comment. I just want to say it is interesting that the week after you took a pause, like I think that the universe and or God or whatever tends to show us like the impacts of our choices, right? Because you had a
Yeah.
hella great crew lined up and then you had some stuff
Wait,
happening, and it's
wait.
not to say
Are you launching your church now? Is this your new is that your new endeavor? Or are you
She
gonna
started a
be
cult. She started a cult.
you're gonna do the funniest sermons in the business?
No, Pastor Laporte.
Yeah,
Pastor, Pastor Laporte. She gonna go start her own church.
she is.
It's gonna be outside and shit.
Fuck
It's gonna
what
yeah.
if
be they're gonna be belly dancing and shit. Oh baby, do you love Jesus? That's funny, son.
also
Oh my
like
goodness. Yo,
what if that's
start a
secretly
church.
why I did comedy the whole time was to recruit
Oh
people
my
for this
gosh.
church, and then I just go to the comedians and I'm like, listen, I know you've had a hard time, I just want to talk to you about something for just a couple minutes.
You out
Oh
here
my God, we
drinking
just
and
caught you
smoking.
red-handed and you're trying to act like this. What if? What if?
No, for real.
Come on.
She got my attention. I was hooked in. If she would have just said, here's a subscription base, I would have I would have thought about signing up. I don't know, my wallet will not allow me to sign up. But
You've
I
been
would
like,
have
I'll see you
considered
Sunday.
it.
No, it
But
has
no,
to be on a different day so you can go to your regular church as well. We ease you into it. We want to ease you into
you
it.
do on a weird day, like on a fucking
Yeah, it has to be like a Wednesday. It's like Wednesday temple, but it's like it's like yeah, I don't want to think about this
we
anymore
have
because it's
so
really
much
scary.
limited days. Like why do we
She
only
doesn't want
have
to give away
7
her
days?
secrets. She doesn't want us starting our own cults and competing with her.
I
Yeah,
don't need any
nah.
competitor cults. I can't handle the competition.
Nigga, I'm already struggling to
I'll
create
tell you
like a
what, if your cult doesn't have any alcohol or nudity, it sucks already.
We
You
only
said,
have shrooms. We have acid and we
damn.
have.
okay.
You're in?
That's crazy
No,
because they
I'm not
push.
in, but you
No.
start, at least we have something. You're like, I don't know.
And you know what's crazy? In the Christianity world, they have alcohol and nudity in there.
Oh, for sure.
Where's the nudity, Lulu? Where's the nudity?
Jesus, he's literally hanging with his no
Yeah.
shirt on.
Yeah, he does be naked a lot. Also, when I was at church, like at real church the other day, well, at mass
Real
or whatever,
church.
Real church. What's the real church?
well, like I was at like Catholic mass because
Oh, okay. Not
Okay.
your
I
fake
just
church.
started going
Oh,
recently.
okay. I see what
Oh.
you're
First of all, I'm very liberal and I do stand by my jokes where I talk about how I listen, I think that Jesus would support land back. I think Jesus would support citizenship for everybody and reparations. I
What's
actually
land
believe
back? What's land back?
You
I
figured all
believe
that
that.
out and you just started going? Amazing.
I've been reading the
That's
Bible.
a powerful church, son.
It basically says it in the Bible. It basically says in the Bible, Jesus land back is basically like dismantling the United States, which is like a colonial state, and giving land stewardship back to indigenous or native groups, specifically
Oh,
like
okay.
sovereign native groups, which actually is logical. That is pretty much the only way forward that's going to be any kind of helpful for everybody. That being said, when I'm reading the Bible, I'm like, I know I sound crazy, by the way. Like I know this does sound
Now we
a
are
little
boss.
off.
Go on.
Okay, cool.
You know what? Can I
Um,
give you one note then?
yeah.
It's from somebody who's read the Bible a couple times too.
Well, I
It's
haven't read
always
it
it,
all the way through yet.
I have. It's always better to go what I get from the Bible.
Oh,
It is always a very bad starting place, and you will definitely end up in a bad place when you end. If you start to go, it says right there in the Bible this,
yeah.
and this is how I
So,
interpret
yeah,
it, and hence that's what it is. That is a
yeah,
very, very, very dangerous way to think about anything approaching
yeah.
the Bible.
So
That's
like
true.
when I personally have been reading the Bible, what I'm kind of getting from it, what I'm understanding from my reading of the Bible is that Jesus would 100% support land back to native stewardship and reparations for
What
foundational
about
Black
net
communities.
neutrality? How do you think Jesus would feel about net
You know
neutrality?
what,
How about who?
Ellis? I think that's for you to find out. And I think you have read the Bible more times than me.
I don't know if you read Matthew chapter 4, verse 20,
Listen,
where the
I'll go
Lord
get my
says,
Bible right now.
hey, 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 smoke weed every day, net neutrality
Wow.
for all.
I'm
No.
100% sure that it doesn't say that. Okay, we're gonna
Oh, you're
actually
gonna
look.
look it up?
Yes, I
No, it
am.
says in Matthew chapter 4, verse 20,
They put up the Bible. Shit, damn,
he
son.
says, he talks to a doctor, and the doctor says, hey,
No,
hey,
he
hey.
doesn't. No, he
He does
doesn't.
though. It's yes, there's a doctor and
You're really good at riffing. Your unique skill is riffing Bible verses.
wouldn't that be sick?
Okay, can I also add? Yeah, it's taking me a long time to get through it. Oh, my favorite Bible verse so far is the one where he basically, this person comes up to him, he's like, "Oh, hey, I've done everything right. I've abided by all the commandments. I'm doing such a good job. I really want to go to heaven. Jesus, am I going to go to heaven?" Da, da, da. And Jesus goes, "If you sell everything you own and give it to poor people, then you'll go to heaven." And then Jesus goes on to say, it's just as likely for a rich person to go to heaven as it is for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle, which is to say, Jesus probably doesn't support billionaires
Is that why they're trying to go to
based on how
space?
I read it. Yeah, go on.
Is that why they're trying to go to space? Because they know they're not gonna go to heaven, so they might as well just go to
Yeah.
space and create their own heaven
Yeah.
on space.
That's exactly why, Lulu. And when you come to my church on Wednesdays, that's
I'm
what
not
we'll
going
be
to a
talking.
Catholic church.
Oh,
I'm
this
just
is
being
my
honest.
favorite. This is my favorite verse. First Peter 2:18.
Okay.
And then tell me how you interpret it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, read it up. Pastor Ellis. There.
This one's
Pastor,
mine.
Pastor Rodriguez. Let's get it, son.
Lulu, this is serious, okay? So
It is serious. We can't laugh. We can't laugh while reading the script. Yeah, there, son. And and
we can
and that's what
laugh,
it is.
but
Like we need to stop making religion so serious. It's not serious. You can laugh. You can have a good time. Jesus literally turned water to wine. You think that nigga was just trying to have a terrible time? Because man, this wedding is trash. We need some alcohol.
Ding, ding, ding,
Okay,
ding, ding.
I'm listening. Ellis, what were you saying?
First Peter chapter 2, verse 18.
Chapter
One
2.
of my favorite Bible verses of all time.
You gonna read it? What is it?
I thought she was pulling out a Bible. I wanted to hear her read it and hear
Oh, put it up, put it
Oh,
up. Yeah, you
no,
really, yeah, you really put. You moving like a pastor. You want
I'm
the
finding it.
attendees to find
Oh,
the
she don't even
scripture.
know where First Peter is. I'll read it. I'll find it
No,
if you want.
no.
I was just getting
Yeah,
coffee.
No,
you
let
can
Abby,
read
let
it.
Abby find it. Let Abby find it. Come
It's
on, Abby.
taking me a really long time. This is
No,
what
this is practice.
stand
Because trust me, I used to go to
Yeah.
church every day, every day, every
Yeah.
Sunday. I used to go to
And
church
if you could
every
actually
Sunday.
read it in the original Latin, that would be fantastic.
Well, that would be
I
impressive.
don't have a Latin Bible, so that's already
Damn.
out. I know. That was my first mistake, was not getting a Latin Bible.
I can't believe it takes you this long to get to it.
Damn, like how far
Because
is Peter?
I
Is Peter the
don't
Old Testament or New Testament? That's
Thank
I'm
Old
about
you.
to go
Testament.
back to my room. I'm going to pull out my Trump Bible.
The Trump Bible.
Yeah, Trump got a branded Bible.
What does it say?
Can you really not find it? I'll look it up.
What
No,
does
I'm gonna
Trump?
find it.
My birthday is 2/18. So I
Wow.
would remember the verse, and I have conversations with people about the Bible
I'm
sometimes.
so excited
And I
to
love
read it.
this one.
Okay.
First Peter 2:18, he states, "Slaves, in all reverence, submit yourself to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh."
Nigga, who read that? Who read that scripture? The fucking slave masters. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
also say that in
fucked up.
Colossians or whatever, Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, be obedient to your human masters
Oh
with
shit,
with fear and trembling and sincerity of heart as to Christ.
nigga, what Bible is that? The
Ew.
Queen Elizabeth Bible? I think that's a different.
In
That's.
every single Bible,
Whoa.
the
I've never read that
Hebrews
scripture before,
have had
Well,
slaves.
I guess I'm quitting religion now too.
And
bro.
God gives particular instructions on how to
That's
treat their
scary.
slaves, and
That's so
tells their
scary.
slaves to treat them nice as they would God.
That
Well, then
means
that's
Kunta
not.
Kinte was committing a sin
I don't want to
all
be
the time.
religious anymore. This is really fucked up. That's not
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I don't know about all that other stuff, but I guess you're not down with the slaveries then.
I
So
literally
we don't have
have
to get
read.
into the
I've
sorry,
read
sorry, go.
Matthew and part of Mark. I have not read that much in the Bible. I've read what I've read of the Bible.
So
I've
you
read
haven't got to the
well.
genocide yet.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
not there yet.
No,
She's
those are
still
the
in the
best
good
ones.
time
Like
vibes.
sometimes God will tell his chosen people to go in and just murder other cities and stuff and specifically also the women, also the children, also the animals. And the king, he didn't do it. So God was really mad and put a new king who then wiped out any fucking record of those people.
Ooh.
And God said it was
Uh-oh.
good. Named Dave, and they had a great fucking time.
Or
Hallelujah.
what people? What people?
The Jewish God is pro-slavery and genocide.
Well, there you go. It's a Jewish God. There's different types of gods out here. It just depends what
No,
type
the
of God you're
Jewish
talking about.
God is the same God as the Christian God, and in fact, it's same as Muslim as well.
Not my God.
Those are all the father. Those are all the sons of Abraham.
Not my God.
Your God smited everyone on earth for
That
being.
that that ain't my God. That God you just
Wait,
described.
wait.
He
That's not
did.
my
No, he
God.
did.
Yeah,
Your
actually,
God didn't do Noah.
Huh?
Noah's Ark. That's not your God.
That's not. That's no
I
Noah's
have a
Ark. I mean,
question.
what? I mean, Noah's Ark.
He killed everyone except one family on a boat.
Nah, because they were sinning. They were over there eating ass and
So
shit.
he just murked them all. That's your guy.
Hell
The
yeah,
guy
they were
that
doing.
killed everyone on Earth except for one family on a boat.
I
That's your guy.
mean,
Whoa.
That's
sometimes
your
you
God. No, no, your God didn't instruct people how to treat slaves and do
no,
massacres, but
nah,
he did
slaves.
kill everyone on
Wait,
Earth, right?
Okay, but
wait.
why did he
I
kill
have a
them? Why
question.
did he kill them? Why did he
I
Why
kill
did
them?
he kill them?
I have a
Why
question
did he
after
kill them?
Lily's question.
Why did
I
he
have a
kill them?
question next.
I
That's
don't have answers, but
I have a question
I have lots of
after.
questions. Yeah.
Can I go next? I have a
go,
question.
go ahead, go ahead, ladies first.
Okay. So let me also add, although this information, Ellis, is really important, and I didn't know that yet, so I'm a little disappointed in the Bible.
Well, they don't cover that when you first go.
Yeah,
That's
I
obviously.
know
You gotta wait. You gotta wait
Lulu.
till the
Lulu
movie.
doesn't even know this.
they
I
told
yeah,
Lulu's
us
just
to
I didn't.
start.
defending it. He doesn't even know.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't
He's
know.
a
No,
black
wait.
man defending slavery. Cool.
No, whoa, what?
Can I
Yeah,
just? Can I just? Can I just? Let me just say something though. Okay, I just want to add something important to this dialogue, if you will. I do want to add different versions of how we relate to God as human beings have existed at different times in history. For example, I know for a fact that some of my ancestors were Quaker. And the Quakers at that time,
and
in
that
that
oatmeal.
context, especially when I'm talking about specifically the ones I'm talking about and specifically the time I'm talking about, whatever, absolutely related to God as, first of all, Quakers at that time in those places were abolitionists. They helped on the Underground Railroad. They were abolitionists. That is not all helped on the Underground Railroad, but that is like part of the actual premise of being Quaker at that time. Second of all, the God that they related to in those meeting houses was a God. First of all, the way they prayed was listening to God. Maybe they weren't as invested in every part of the Bible because they knew that on a
I'll say
basic.
this. I'll say this because you're instead of doing one point at a time, just covering all the stuff. Listening to God as a prayer makes a lot more sense than asking for shit.
Exactly.
If that's right, if
Exactly.
what you're saying is right, I'll go with that. That makes
Exactly.
yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
And that being said, I just want to just like note the other component of this, which is to say there are different versions of God that we have related to as human beings,
There's no version
including.
of the Bible as you know it that does not include slavery and genocide,
So,
ordered and approved by God.
so when I'm talking about the historical realities of the Quakers at that time who were actually against slavery as abolitionist people and communities,
Sure.
the God they listened to readily and prayed to was
Sure.
not okay, not only not
What
okay
did
with it,
they
but was
call that God?
actively,
What did
they
they call
called
that
it
God?
God, they called it God, but it was
What did they call his
actively.
son? What did they call his son?
And Ellis, I want to give you credit here. I'll say this,
But I'm not,
calling
you're
out.
not giving me credit because I made my point
No,
yet. They called him God,
well,
these abolitionists, right? And what did they call his son?
I was about to say, to give you credit, I don't know the relationship every religion had with
They
Jesus,
called him
right?
Jesus because it's a rhetorical question. Now, who are they trying to free the slaves from? The abolitionists, the Southern slave owners, right? And why did they decide that they had the right to
Oh,
own human beings?
because of God and
Because
Jesus.
of the
You're
word of
saying. I see.
God.
Yeah. I see
And
what you're
they,
saying.
now, the God that these people are using to enslave people, what you're pointing out is that's not the same God that the Quakers were worshiping, because they read the Bible and they were like, slavery's wrong, and they
They
did something
listened to
about
God,
it.
but yeah.
Well, these other people, they read this, and this is what needs to be clear. It doesn't matter if they change a word here or there. The same Bible. They read the same Bible, and they decided slavery was okay. It's
So
not that they had different
yeah,
interpretations or they did whatever. They ignored these parts, and these people ignored these parts to set
yeah,
aside what they wanted, right? And then we can look back and say that the Quakers had better intentions. And as a secular
for
humanist,
sure,
I think
for sure.
I'm pro Quaker. If what you described is true, I'm pro
At that
Quaker.
time, in that way,
But
yes,
but
it is.
I
Yeah.
would say that these are good people. This is not a matter of their faith. They're reading the same Bible and just using it again to get a bunch of people to do some shit.
So
The
I
magic, the
totally hear
magic
you.
isn't
Yeah.
in the Bible.
What
Wow.
isn't the last part?
The magic isn't that the
The
Quakers know
magic
the
is.
one true
Yeah. I
God.
hear
They
you.
don't
I
know the
hear
one
you. I
true
hear
God.
you.
They're not interpreting the Bible better. That's not what's
Okay.
happening.
I hear you. Here's
Wow.
what I'll say to that. And this is actually something that someone told me that I think is very insightful is basically religion and God and the Bible can be used the same way that, for example, money can be used. It can be used for evil. It can be used for good. The enemy can use the Bible for evil. The enemy can, and God can use the Bible for good. The same way that anything at a basic level is somewhat neutral in some way, shape, or form, it is really a matter of how we apply it in our lives. I will never believe in a God or a Bible that is pro slavery of all fucking things. But that being said, my experience of God
No,
and the Bible is
The
not
Christian
like,
religion
yeah,
is a human sacrifice religion.
that's
Okay,
terrifying. But what
it
about
is.
capitalism? Like, isn't capitalism this? Couldn't you say the same
Capitalism
for
is not a
money?
religion, and that's a different conversation. But the whole premise of Christianity is that as an
Yeah.
offshoot of Judaism is they believe in the human sacrifice of one particular human.
Okay, fair, true, absolutely, yeah,
So it is
absolutely,
it
yeah,
is a cult around a human sacrifice, and what was commonly known at that time as a scapegoat. You get a
yeah.
perfectly nice goat, you blame it for all your problems, you fuck it up, you send it off, and your sins go with it. That's about as much sense as this makes to me.
And that's also how I feel bipolars are treated in modern times is as a scapegoat. We're used as the excuse of crazy people do this, crazy people do that. But it's like, no, sociopaths are the ones really ruining the world. Like sociopaths are the ones that are claiming these terrible things and using the Bible to justify it
Some of
or
them,
capitalism to justify it, you
some
know?
of them, some of them
Some
are
of
really
them.
good Christian people
Yeah.
following what they were told, that love, God is this, God is that, ignoring the fact that he murdered everyone on earth. Now, no one is without sin, right? According to the Bible, we're born into sin, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys heard?
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
what I believe, but I hear
And
you.
so he
Yeah.
killed. I'm asking Lulu. No, I mean, if that's not what you believe, you really got to talk to your pastor. We're all born into sin because some bitch ate an apple a long time ago. You've heard this, correct?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
hear
yeah,
you.
Right?
Yeah.
And that
yeah,
the only person that ever come down to earth and and hit a perfect score was Jesus. Is that correct?
yeah.
Isn't that what you heard? So Noah and his
Yeah.
wife and their kids, nigga, they sinned too.
Mm.
Yeah.
They sinned as well. And in fact, I'll guarantee you that every child on earth at that time that was 2 years old or less had probably sinned less than Noah
Mm.
and his family.
Yeah, that's a good
Mm.
point.
So why they
I don't
say
know how
no?
many people were there at that time, but according to your book, God was so mad at the thing he made, doing the thing he made it to do, he killed all of them. That's your boy.
Not mine, but you know.
Nah,
If you
that's not
believe
my
in the
boy.
Christian God, that is your boy.
Nah, I don't believe in the Christian
And then he threw up a gay flag and called it quits. That's it. That's your boy.
Nah, that's not my boy. That's not my boy. That's not my boy. I do take
Well,
it back.
then you don't worship the Christian God.
I don't worship the Christian. I don't worship the Christian God. I was going to the Christian God every Sunday until I was 17 years old. But as I've been getting older, I have been getting educated with like the Bible and just religion. And
Oh,
I thought,
you've been reading from the tree of good and evil. You've been eating from the tree of knowledge.
oh,
You've been adding knowledge to your brain, and now you can't go back to some perfect world where everything made fucking sense.
oh shit.
And keeping yourself ignorant let you in
Oh,
a bliss. Is that what you're saying? The more you learn, the less likely it is that Earth is 4,000 years old.
Oh, it's definitely not
It's,
4,000 years old. It's
I don't think
huh.
it's
I don't
definitely
think
not
that
4,000 years
claiming
old.
I don't think all Christians believe literally that like I've been going to Catholic mass. It is so different from some of what you're
But
describing,
some
not
do
all.
though.
I'm definitely not
Some
doing no
do, some
Catholic
do.
shit. That's
Some
for
do.
sure.
Admittedly, some do for sure.
Some do.
Like a substantial amount
Some do.
actually of people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
I
that
was
bitch's name is, that black chick that everybody hates. She said that dinosaurs were fake and gay.
that's funny.
Who said that?
I can't remember her name, that black chick that everybody hates. But if
That could
she's
be anybody.
trolling,
It's probably
uh,
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens.
Oh,
But
Candace.
also, can
Yeah,
I
you
just
know
say,
she hated it if even Abby was like
And
Candace
people were
Owens.
like, yup, dinosaurs are fake. Nigga.
the thing
Hey.
is,
So
this is the thing. This is the thing for me. I'll just add one point really quick. There
Yeah.
are literally as
It's
many people doing anything as there are people in the world, right? Like, so really keeping in mind, not as many people, but keeping in mind, there's somebody doing something everywhere. There's somebody who believes something everywhere. Humans are a deeply diverse species
Wait a
internally,
minute. Are you
not
telling me
just
right at this very moment, someone on Earth believes in your stand-up comedy career?
somebody somewhere. Yeah.
Somebody. Who? Who? It better be
I
you,
don't know
chick.
who. I
Get your
don't
ass
know
back up
who.
there. Get
I
your
don't
ass
know
back
who.
up there.
I'm not
Okay.
saying I'm not saying I know each person that believes this, that, and the other, whatever. I'm saying there like we have to really give space for the fact that there is an infinite amount of realities happening at once, an infinite amount of belief systems, an infinite amount of ways of relating to God or not relating to God. There's good people that don't believe in God. There's bad people that don't believe in
Why
God.
do you
There's
think we
good
should
people.
do that? Yeah, why? But why do you? What value do we have of respecting everyone's random
I didn't say to
philosophy?
respect it.
True.
I didn't say to respect it. I said to really, really consider, like at an intellectual and emotional level, that there is a vast array of lived experiences happening all at once. And so when
But
we're
that
trying to
doesn't
parse
mean
out,
that the person's perception of that or what they've concluded from what they've experienced is correct or should
right.
be or is valid or should
Yeah.
be listened
Absolutely.
to.
But
Yeah.
but there's just as many people that are or aren't valid, right? Like there's so much happening at once that when we try to parse it out, we also have to reckon what is
I just
our
feel like
goal.
maybe skip to the end. I don't understand the point you're trying to make, I
Like
think.
what is our goal in trying to take down all of one type of version of how people see religion or one type of this or that when there's so many
Oh,
different ways
I got the answer to that. That's easy.
okay, go
Like,
ahead.
okay, okay, especially when it comes to Christianity, but this comes to the Muslims or just any of this thing, you get dogged down by dogma. Okay, so
Yeah.
number one, you have the lost cause of philosophy. All of these
Yeah.
people who are having real experiences with their spirituality, who are confronting death, who are confronting how to live, what's a good life, these questions that they're asking, all of those people have been dumped and all of their resources have been wasted praying to nothing. These geniuses, these beautiful women of faith, these amazing men with the courage to go inside and look themselves. When they find answers, they now have to interpret them through
Through
some
the
strange
lens.
dogma,
Yeah. That's a
right?
good point. That's
It's
a good
fucked
point.
up all of our language too, where people will be like, "Oh, I read the Bible and I think Jesus would have this." Do you think Jesus would have been like, "Hey, the slavery rules are what they are. I didn't come to change that." Does that sound like Jesus? Because that's what Jesus did.
Mm,
So you
mm-mm,
read a couple of things and you see the PR campaign that's been going on for thousands of years. And I'm sure Jesus seems like a super cool dude. But then you have all these people saying the Bible says this and the Bible says that. And then we'll 10 minutes later say, oh, I didn't read the whole thing. Well, fucking read the whole thing before you start spouting what you think it says or what it means. And then it becomes what's really happening is America is a culturally Christian nation. And some are
mm-hmm,
culturally
mm-hmm,
Muslim or whatever, and they're all saying what
mm-hmm.
their parents and or their pastor or whatever said
I
and
was
what it
raised atheist,
means.
just to be very clear. I was raised atheist, and my grandparents were also atheists. So, but go on. Yeah.
Okay, and they also too believe what they believe. You know what I mean? So when it starts to be a problem for me is when you have terrorism. People are immediately going to go, the jihad and Muslims. That's a fucking problem. But I'm talking about the Christian
Yeah. Yeah.
terrorists who
Very
think
good
it's
point.
okay to fucking bomb abortion clinics or
Mm.
shoot up mosques
And raid
or
raid
fucking
Africa
run over
too.
all these people in LA. And those same people, some of them are fucking nuts. They don't represent Christianity as much as they don't represent, let's say, mainstream Muslim or whatever. But
Right,
Right.
right.
there is a fucking correlation that the sons of Abraham gave birth to both of these fucking nations, and that both of them are telling them that the world's going to hell in a handbasket, that all your best fucking treasures are in the next world, and in the meantime, give up everything you have and everything you fucking love and follow these quote unquote leaders, right, for your reward on the other side, and that these people over
Yeah.
here are heathens and everybody's going to hell unless they believe exactly what you believe. For you to have what you were just saying, which I believe that you believe that. I know you well enough to know that's exactly what you believe. That is not what Christianity believes.
That's not what all of
Christianity,
Oh my
Christianity believes.
God.
Some
no,
of
that is
Christianity
what
Alice, you
believes.
just broke
Christianity,
the
that is
code.
what Christianity is. If you do not accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you will go
You're going
to
to hell.
hell. That
Yeah,
is it.
yeah,
That is the
yeah,
Right.
deal. There
Yeah.
is no
yeah.
interpretation that does not include that. So if you are Muslim, hell.
Mm,
Jude,
mm,
hell. If you
mm,
believe in fucking Thor, you're going to hell. If you don't
mm.
decide, if you're not sure, and you're sitting on the fence, you are lukewarm and you will be spit to hell. God made you for a finite time and didn't give you any fucking absolute evidence. And then at the end, when you choose what he knew you were going to choose, because he made you and he knows the future,
Mm,
he then sends you to hell.
mm,
That's your
mm,
guy.
I think
mm.
also, I
Alice,
hear you.
you
That's
just
such a
cracked
good
the
point.
code. You just
I
cracked the
think
code.
also, I think
Alice,
also, Ellis,
Alice, Alice. Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah, Alice,
that's
Alice
so
is dope, man.
interesting to me, and I hear
Alice
what
is
you're
dope.
saying.
This
That is
this
that
right
is really
here, this
so, Lulu.
No, go ahead.
this
No.
right here. Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen
Yeah.
on your own pod. You're back, baby.
Okay, so that's so interesting to me that that is what you're talking about. I hear what you're
I'm
saying.
back. Okay.
I think it's a bunch of really good points. I think you're making a lot of really insightful, like you're giving a lot of analysis of what's going on, and I think it's important, and I think extremism is terrible. I think there's as many ways to be Christian as there are Christians.
Wait, wait,
What?
wait, wait.
Yes,
So
I'm
do you
trying to get to
disagree with
that.
what he's saying? Do you disagree?
I just want to,
Why do you
that's what
disagree with
I'm
what
about
he's
to
saying?
say.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think there's
So
as
what is
many ways to be Christian. I think there's as many ways to be Christian as there are Christians. And ultimately, to me, what it comes down to, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I think there's value in your perspectives, Ellis. That being said, what it comes down to for me is quality of life and the realities of day-to-day living. When I have been living my life in a secular way with my own spiritual interpretations, yeah, it's been great in some ways, it's been terrible in other ways. Right now, as someone with a lot of my own issues, I'm finding more peace, more love, more harmoniousness in going to church. than I'm finding
Enjoy.
outside of the church.
But
And
you're
I
just describing
ultimately,
community. You're just describing
it's not,
community.
to me, it's not community because I've been a part of hundreds of communities throughout my life.
Sure.
I'm an extrovert. I have
Sure.
psychotic bipolar, and I'm also sober, and I also don't want to be a part of hookup culture anymore. For me personally, although I disagree with extremism in any form, and also I really strongly disagree with what you're talking about as part of how most Christians see Jesus, supposedly, of like the Bible passages you're quoting. That's a very good point. I'm really taking that to heart.
No,
I'm
not
really,
most people. That is what Christianity is.
I think theology goes a lot deeper than saying one Bible verse is more accurate than another.
No,
There are
no, no, no. You're
contradictions. There are
misunderstanding me.
contradictions.
No, Abby, this is another one of those things where later on you're gonna go, oh, maybe Ellis was right.
But that's fine. I'm
Okay,
not saying
so
I'm
hear it
100%,
out. No,
but
so hear what
that's
I'm telling
fine.
you. So hear what I'm telling you, and then don't go by what you feel or what you think or whatever. Go
That's
talk to
not
your
what I
pastor.
feel. I'm
No,
talking about.
go. Let me tell you what the fuck I'm about to say, and then by all means, double check me. Okay. The Christian religion is built on the back of the Jewish religion. The God from the Christian Bible and the New Testament and the God from the Old Testament are the same God. That God, because he loved us so much, he sent his only begotten son down here to die for us. Now, if you believe that that guy was the Messiah, you now follow Jesus Christ and you are referred to as a Christian. You have to confess your love for him publicly and or get baptized or whatever the
So
process for
let
your
me be
church is. And if you don't do that, then you are not a Christian
Ellis.
and you will go to hell.
Hold
That's
on, hold
how
on.
every
Let me be
Christian
very,
religion
very.
works.
Let me
That's how
be
every
very
Christian
clear.
religion works. That's not
Okay, cool,
interpretation.
whatever. I hear you. Let me be very clear. I have not been
The
baptized.
foundation
I
of
was raised atheist.
Christianity is whatever.
Let me be very clear. I have not been baptized. I
Then
have
you're not a
not taken.
Christian.
I never said I was. I have never
Okay.
taken communion. I have never taken any of the sacraments. I am personally interested in Catholicism specifically, but I have not done any of that. I also, you pointed out, as I accepted that you pointed out, have not finished the Bible. I also was raised atheist.
But then we're just having a heated agreement. Just go check with your pastor. What I'm telling you is not my interpretation. It's how the Bible works.
I don't agree with you. And this is why.
If you don't agree with me, go talk to a pastor, someone you do agree with. But when you're just saying, hey, I don't know this, I didn't read this, I didn't do the sacraments. I'm telling you right now, this is not the way I interpret it. This is what Christianity is.
So let me explain my perspective that I was trying to talk about a little while ago and never got to finish talking about. I grew up atheist. If you have religious trauma, I don't think you should be religious. I don't think anyone who has been harmed by the church should be religious. That is my belief. That is my.
And you go to a Catholic church.
That is my personal belief.
And you go to a Catholic church. And you go to a Catholic church.
I have been going to Catholic mass.
Okay,
yes,
so all of the boys that were raped by they're out. They don't have to go to Christian.
Yes, I do not.
Okay, they're out.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm with you.
I do not think that someone who's been traumatized or let alone
sodomized,
harmed severely,
anything with the eyes at the end. Okay, we agree.
I do not think they should stay a part of the church that harmed them. Let me say this though.
What's your next point?
Let me say this though. My childhood trauma came from being raised atheist, in my opinion. So for me, it is illogical for me to stay in the same paradigm of zero rules or boundaries ever about anything that I grew up in. The same way that someone who had too many rules and boundaries and was harmed shouldn't stay in religion. Why would I stay in a situation where everything goes? It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to do that either. Go ahead.
You're open to the idea that there's a heaven and a hell, that you have an eternal soul and it can go to heaven or hell forever. And that if you have some trauma,
but I'm open to it.
No,
I have a hard.
You're open to the idea that can I just make the point?
No, let Ellis go.
You're open to the idea that you have an eternal soul that will eventually be judged and go to heaven or hell. And you are encouraged people who had bad experiences at church to not now pursue that relationship or go to church or whatever and just
Hold on,
enjoy
Ellis.
hell because some other adult fucked up early in their lives.
Wrong. Wrong.
No,
Because
because I thought wait, I thought you said you were cool with people who got traumatized in church no longer participating in
it's
church. So
accurate, yeah.
and I said, oh, the children who got fucking raped, and you said yes. So those kids should now go to hell
Nope,
because
wrong.
church is no longer in
Wrong.
access to them.
Wrong.
Well,
You know, Ellis,
I think
Ellis,
if
you know
A
why
and B
that's
equals
wrong?
C, then
So
A
Do you
equals
want to know
C,
what
or
you're
does B
making?
equals C?
You're
There's
making a
a Z there
logical
somewhere.
fallacy. This is the logical fallacy that you've made. You think
No,
church is the only way to heaven. I disagree.
I did not say church was the only way to heaven.
I don't think
You
Ellis
did.
even agrees about heaven. I don't think he
There
even
is no
agrees.
heaven.
Exactly.
What I'm
He
saying
does,
is the doctrine of every
yeah.
Christian church is that there is a heaven
Yeah.
and that you have to accept Jesus Christ. That most of the churches will also tell you you don't have to go to church to go to heaven. You just have to have a personal relationship with Jesus. A lot of them will
Thank
tell you
you.
that.
I
No,
never
not
said that
fucking
people
thank
shouldn't.
you. Yeah, you did. You said that
I said you
people,
should
you
not have
understand
to
if
go to
somebody,
church.
you said you understand if somebody doesn't get what they need from
Want to go
church,
to
it's
church.
okay to stop fucking
Exactly.
continuing to find the answer
Exactly.
for their eternal soul.
So I
So
said
they should just risk
if you have
hell
religious
because they
trauma,
got diddled. Just go to
I
hell.
said, if
Got
you
the
have religious
diddler.
trauma, you shouldn't have to go to church. If you think church is the only
No,
way to
just go to
heaven,
hell.
you're
Right, just go to
sorely
hell.
mistaken.
Yeah, just go
No.
to hell.
Develop your personal relationship with God outside of the church. Obviously.
Okay. No
What?
community, no
I do.
support, no reference. That makes perfect sense.
If you really think the only way to have community is through church, that's a you problem. That is not the only way
No,
to have
mamas,
community.
I think if you just started going to Catholic church and another guy tells you he grew up in it his whole fucking life, you should do a lot more listening than fucking saying that you know what you're talking about. Especially
I
from
grew up
5 minutes from now, you got to
atheist.
contest that you don't have a real fucking opinion on it because you don't know what you're talking about.
If you think you shouldn't learn from someone who grew up atheist and you're obsessed with not being into the church,
I
then
am
you
an
should listen to me
atheist.
as much
I
as
am
I
a
should listen to
fucking
you.
atheist. I bet I know more about being an atheist than you do.
You don't.
I bet I do.
But how do you know you didn't even hear me say anything about it?
Because I know you don't know anything about religion and you're spouting it out like you do. You're talking very fucking upfront, like you know what you're talking about, and then 5 seconds later saying, but I didn't really read the whole thing. How can you have this much confidence talking
Ellis,
about something that you are also acknowledging at the same time that you didn't read all the way through? That's dissonance. That's a cognitive dissonance.
I'm literally being polite by saying that to you. I know so much that you're not even letting me say. So how would you know how much I know? You have no clue what I'm
You're
even
not
talking
content. Let's
about.
just do one point at a time. Like it doesn't need to be this right here. I think that your whole approach is like, I know this and I know this on your thing. And I'm trying to tell you, like a couple of times you're stepping on subjects that I'm telling you, mamas, I know a lot about. And I'm not telling you I didn't read it. I read it. I read the book of Judas. You ever read the book of Judas?
Have you
It's a
grown up
quick read.
atheist? Because who are you to talk about leaving the church if you didn't grow up
Yes.
atheist?
Yes, I did.
You
He
grew
grew
up
up
atheist.
Catholic. He grew up Catholic.
Yes, I grew up Catholic and atheist and Seventh-day Adventist and Protestant. I have like family members
That's a
all
lot
the
of
time.
groups.
Since I was a child, I have forgotten more about being an atheist than you know.
But how
I
would you
will go to
even
trivia
know
with
that?
you
Like
because
you
the way
literally
you're
don't know
talking
that.
and you don't know anything about religion.
You're literally
If you
assuming
if
what
you
you
have
think
this
I
much
do or don't
confidence about
know.
religion, if you have this much confidence about religion, but you're showing that you don't actually have any knowledge about religion, I should assume that your confidence in your atheist information is about as solid.
No, because you're literally stepping over all the points I'm actually making
Just
about
make
religion
one
and a
point.
personal relationship
I will
with
listen
God.
to
Like you're
one
literally
point.
ignoring
I
it
will listen to
in
one
favor of.
point and I will respond. Don't talk about the argument. Make one point and I will respond.
I want to say one thing real quick, right? I want to say one thing real quick, right? Because everybody's making, well, there's a point that Ellis made that I really liked, where he was like, they created this idea of you after you die, you have eternal life in heaven and hell. That right there is immortality. That's immortality right there. So with that idea, immortality goes against God because God said no immortality. So it's kind
Where
of
did you say
like
that? Which God said that?
now because God said like not to like maybe well that's a good question. What God said that, I
Yeah, where
think
are you
good.
getting that? I don't remember anybody ever saying that.
I think I'm getting it from the spirit of good. Like if I just think of the idea of good,
Okay.
I just don't think that we should be immortal. There's no immortality. I don't. I believe that immortality is within Earth. I think that's how Earth has lasted this long because it's all the energy. You know, we have survived this long because when you die, you give back to the Earth because the Earth gave to you when you was alive.
Okay.
That's
But that's
that's what
not, you're
I
not
believe.
describing a Christian dogma. You're more
That
talking about a spiritual,
yeah.
that's how you interpret the spiritual connection with the
Yeah,
universe or
with
whatever.
the universe, and
I can't argue with that. That sounds about right to me.
Because he's a man, or because it's something that you didn't read about?
no,
Oh my
because
God. What did you say? What
It's a
did you
good
fucking
point.
say? No, Abby, I was going to let it go. Please, by all means, make a point. I'll let you make whatever silly point you're going to make. I'll let you do it if that's what you want to do.
Don't call my relationship to God silly. That in
I
and of
didn't
itself
say it
is
was
so
fucking silly. I think it's
fundamentally
silly.
disrespectful.
I think it's fucking silly to say I just started going to church and I have fucking super strong opinions
Why
on
would
what's
I be
happening. And you
genuinely
don't know what you're talking about.
the idea that you're disqualifying me from talking about my seeking faith because I'm new to
No,
it
the
is
first
so
the first time I
unhinged.
interrupted you, the first time I interrupted you, the first
That's just
the,
like cruel,
the
bro.
first time
Like
I interrupted you, you should have listened.
you
I
interrupted me
said
every time I
the first
talk.
time, the first
Every
time,
single time I
the
talked,
first
you
time,
interrupted me.
the first time I interrupted, you should have listened. I
But you
said,
were wrong then
I
too.
said, no, I was right then.
You're
And
saying
you
wrong
said I was
things.
right then. And if you weren't always interrupting people after complaining that people were interrupting you, maybe you wouldn't get interrupted.
Anyway, what I was
So
gonna
my
say
first
is,
point to you was what you should have said was, I feel, I read this and I think. Now, as the conversation continued, you started saying, this is what it is, and this is what it was, and this is what I was saying. And I warned you ahead of time, number one, it's not wise. And number two, that is going to trigger me. If you're going to stand in front of my face and start saying, you know what the fuck it is, then let's start talking about what it is. Now, if I start saying
if
I
you
have faith in what I'm saying, and you're going, well, I don't know, I just started, then why do you have this much
if you want insight
confidence
into
in an
if you want
ignorant answer?
insight If you want insight into why I'm frustrated, I would recommend literally just watching this back and seeing what I actually said. Because genuinely, I have been
You
so
said a
fucking
lot
polite.
of, can I
I
say,
have
can
been
I say, can
so
I
fucking
say?
polite the whole time, trying to
I
like indulge
disagree.
what you're saying. And
I
it's
disagree.
really backfiring because you're just saying I'm more wrong, I'm more wrong. Every time I try to be nice about it, I'm like, oh, I guess you're right. Let me consider that. When I'm literally
And ignore it and
I'm
just move
trying
on.
to find
Sure.
my way in faith. And
No,
part
I
of why I'm
keep it. Keep it.
and
Keep your
part of
faith.
why
I'm
I'm
not trying
trying
to talk you out of your faith.
well, it doesn't matter. Part of why I'm trying to find my way in faith is because number one, I found life while going to church to be more peaceful. Like I said, I was raised atheist. Most of my trauma is from atheist parents. And then second of all, which
I
you're
have
gonna say,
atheist
oh,
parents. I
that's
love
not
them.
biblical.
Oh no,
That's not biblical.
let Abby finish. Go.
You're gonna say that's not biblical, whatever, da, da, da. But I will say part of it is I don't want to be reincarnated. I'd rather go to heaven at this point than be reincarnated. And if you're like, that's crazy, that's weird, that's not biblical, like I don't care. That's literally part of my reasoning. That's literally just what I'm thinking about. Sorry if you don't like it. Like,
I love it. I fucking
no, I
love
don't
it.
care if you fucking love it either, bro.
Well,
At
you
this
just made a
point, come
comment
on.
that I wouldn't. So since it's going on the record, I love that you get to just choose reincarnation or heaven. I love that you think that's a thing you can do and that you've chosen. I love it.
I
I
don't. That's
absolutely
not
love
the
it.
whole fucking point. Just because I
No,
have to
that's
use,
not that point. I was just addressing
bro,
that one point.
just because
You
I have
said,
to
I
use what,
bet
bro,
you
no,
love it.
no,
And so
no,
I was just
no,
saying, I
no.
love it. I love it.
Listen,
I
bro.
also don't
Just
care if
because
you love that I love it. I love that you love that
I
I
just
love
want
it.
to clarify something,
I'm loving this.
just because I'm trying to literally summarize something doesn't mean that covers the expanse of every fucking thing I've ever thought in my life. That is not
Sure.
the full scope of what I think is possible, just reincarnation or heaven. Like the fact that you're trying to reduce it like some patronizing fucking, I'm some little girl that doesn't understand the
Oh no,
afterlife
I was going to
because,
let you carry on with your nonsense, but then you
but it's
got
not
upset and
nonsense,
told me that, oh, I bet you
bro.
like that. So since you're asking me what I think, I wanted
So
to tell
fucking
you I really
rude.
do like it.
So fucking rude.
I
You
really
like
did
it
like
because
it.
you think it's simple. You like it because
Yeah.
you
I
think it's
do.
simple, and
I
you want to
do.
think I'm simple because you don't want to have the bandwidth emotionally to recognize that I have multitudes, and that's the
That's
truth.
what it is. That's what it is.
That is what
I don't,
it is. That
no,
is what it
I do
is.
not accept your multitudes and I'm going to work on it. I'm gonna fucking work
No,
on
that's
accepting multitudes.
so annoying.
Yo, you know what I think? I think
It's
y'all gonna
annoying to work on
No.
accepting multitudes. What the fuck do you want from me? Now I can't accept multitudes. Now you're mad that I say I accept multitudes.
no.
God
I
damn it.
don't I
I
don't
say
think you're actually gonna work on it. That's why it's annoying. Not because you would want to. I think you should work on accepting multitudes for
Well,
sure.
if I could give you a fucking,
Everyone should work on
if I
accepting
could,
multitudes.
when you're ready, I'll go. I want to pay you a sincere compliment.
for
I don't
sure.
want a
Go ahead.
compliment from you. I don't
No,
want a
but
compliment.
I said when you're ready. That's why
when
I
Not
you're
didn't
ready.
offer
ready.
it to you.
Never gonna be
Yeah.
ready.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just say it. I think you're very insightful because I didn't really mean what the fuck I
No.
just said.
Accept.
I think you're
I mean,
fucking catching my vibe.
accept the nerd in your life before he creates the AI, man. But now, but I will just say, y'all gonna end up in love. I see this is a powerful couple.
I'm
I think
pretty
this is gonna be.
No
sure.
I
way.
think, I
You're
think,
I
so
will say
rude.
this, and maybe I shouldn't say it on a stream. I'm a big fan, or at least I was, of Abby. And I think
I
whether
hate
she
this so
fucking
much.
accepts
This
this
is
as much,
actually
whether
worse. This
accept
is actually
Ellis's
worse.
word into your life.
no,
Come
you
on,
can
man.
accept this or you can accept this or not. I really mean
Just
this.
listen.
The
Just listen.
first
Let's
time I
vibe. Let's
saw her in
vibe.
a pod, I just see someone with a lot of passion and somebody who thinks a lot different than everybody else. You're
Right,
obviously
right.
an artist. You're obviously a kook. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person. And for someone to even consider God or land or all these fucking things, there's so many people buying fucking labubus, right? And so to see somebody who's got this much passion and this much fucking, I was really into that. But both of the times when we've tried to talk, it's come to this, right? So in my mind, I can just walk away and just not talk to you. I don't got to bother you. I don't want to change your mind. I don't really mean any of this stuff. I really do mean you the best. But I think it's pretty obvious that we vibe at different ways. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's best to just not work together. Like when I'm around Lulu, I just fucking happy. And when I'm around you, for some reason, we get into these things. And it must be me because I
It's not
fucking
you.
it is me, Abby, because I loved you. The moment I saw you on a pod, I was like, I gotta meet this bitch. She seems fucking amazing. And then every time we talk, it turns into this. And so I if you're being honest, because I was, I think we may I can't speak for you. I respect you and I wish you well, but like I don't want to argue with you. You know, I don't want that to be whatever about and whatever your journey is for your spirituality, I hope you fucking find it
For sure.
on all your multitudes, whether you accept that or not. I honestly mean that.
Not good.
I think a lot. I live in my head a lot, and I think I know what I mean. And when I meet someone with a different idea, I want to debate it because I want us both to be right. I want to
Right.
walk away with more knowledge and be like, oh, I've changed my mind, you know? And when we talk, we just keep missing each other somehow, you know?
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. I mean, I would say disagreements has to happen to get an agreement. There's a reason why agreement is in disagreement. So you gotta disagree to agree. And I mean, two rights can be right. You know, they can be.
Yeah, I mean, I've just had men correct me my entire life on them thinking they know more than me. So it's a sensitive subject, the idea that I'm wrong just by not knowing more. They know more than me as men. And so like, I think I'm just very, very,
But
very
maybe
sensitive
not
to that.
talk to people that it's not because I'm a man, it's because I've been doing comedy for 19 years.
But if you were a woman,
Yeah,
you
maybe
wouldn't
it's
be
not,
doing this.
but no, have you considered it? Maybe not it's because I'm a man, but because I have had like extensive like training and learning in like, could you consider someone with
Experience.
30 years of experience in Christianity has a different viewpoint than
I'm
someone who just
also
started?
I'm
Yeah, that's a
triggered
good
because
point.
you're
That's
a
a
man.
good point.
I'm annoyed by you saying this because you're a man and you're saying it in a way that I'm not receiving well also for yourself because I'm a woman or you're a man. What like there's other
I don't know why you're adding woman to it. I'm just pointing out
because
that
There's no
maybe
gender here.
the reason I have so much passion about these two particular subjects is I have a lot of fucking whatever, not because I am a man. If you were a man and you were saying this stuff, I would react exactly the same.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you were a
I don't like
woman,
being painted as a misogynist because I know what I'm
no,
talking about.
no, I'm not saying you're a misogynist at all. I'm saying if you were a woman and you were correcting me the way that you are, which is quite intensely and detailed, I would respond differently. I would receive this a lot better if you weren't a guy. Do you know what I mean? That's my own issue. I
Yeah,
I'm
know
yeah.
that
sorry.
I
At least
know
she's
that
being
I have a
honest. At
problem
least she's
with
being
that.
honest. Yeah, for
I
sure.
do have a problem with
For
that.
sure. For
It's a
sure.
big problem because it's throughout my life I've had this happen to me.
Right.
And so it's that's also why I'm quitting stand up is the same, not you at all. I really like talking to you,
Oh
Ellis,
my
but
God, don't blame me.
No,
I'm
no, no.
not.
She's not blaming
I'm
you. She's not
no,
blaming you. She's
no,
not
no,
I
blaming you.
know,
no.
I'm joking.
He's joking.
Jesus
He's joking. He's joking.
Christ.
No, yeah, we gotta
I'm
be
saying
honest.
like I'm just saying like I'm tired of being around men because I'm so triggered by men and it's my own problem. It's my issue that they trigger me, but like it is a lot. And it is a lot of the time in stand up is guys telling me I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong, I don't understand this, I don't do this. Like there's so many layers of what they disagree with about who I am or what I believe. And it's just at the end of the day, it's like I just don't want to be around that. It's not you.
But
And
Well,
you're
I'm just saying,
you're
I only communicate in a particular way, and I have a lot of veracity around of ideas. If you're attacking my ideas, you're not attacking me. I don't. They're just
yeah, yeah. You can
ideas.
separate. You can
They're
separate the
they,
two.
they're one I think is
okay.
right, but I'm willing for them to be attacked. And that's what I'm saying is I'm not going to treat you different because you're a woman or
Yeah.
or because of da da da.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be this
Well,
way about
maybe you
ideas.
should.
Uh,
I
I'm
mean,
not. I'm not going to treat
okay.
a man different than a woman because of one's a
yeah.
man and one's a woman. If we're debating ideas, then we're debating ideas. And this idea that men need to then be calm
But
or be
also, like,
soft and sweet when they're debating with because just because you're a woman,
but
I have too much
also,
respect for your intellect. Sorry.
I also wasn't debating ideas. I was telling you about my experience of the Bible and what I feel about it. Like, it wasn't like I agreed to a debate. You
But that's
started the
preaching.
debate.
That's
No.
preaching.
No, I genuinely was trying to communicate about my experience of trying to find God, whatever.
Yeah, it's called
And
your testimony.
I didn't expect to be debated. Once you started debating, I tried to shift into that mode for sure. I did my best. I didn't succeed at it, clearly. I was very irritable. But like, I think I just, I don't know.
Well, you know what it is,
I'm
right?
sure it's mostly my fault, of course, but
No,
you know.
no,
I
it's
don't think
nobody's
so.
fault. There's nobody's fault.
Well,
Like, there's no faults. There's no. I'm not even trying to do no nice guy shit. I'm really just trying to keep it for real. I listen to every. This time I was very present. The last time I wasn't present, I ain't gonna lie. But
Lulu, you did great. Me and Alice can both agree you've
When
done excellent,
when was the
Lulu.
listen, last time
If
you were not?
anything, Lulu's holding it down. Yeah, yeah. Please.
Oh my God!
You're
See, you did get us to agree, bro.
Listen, hey man, hey, I'm the Jesus. Y'all talking about that Jesus, nigga. I'm Jesus, nigga. But no, but I will say, right. I wanted to say something real quick, right. I will say, right. It don't matter what it is. I will just say, Catholics are the men of what it is that you're talking about. If I'm keeping it totally just
No,
honest,
wait, what? Say it again.
Cat, Catholics,
Catholics,
Catholics. Okay.
Catholics.
Catholic converters, got it.
No, no. They are like what you consider the worst is them of religion. Like what?
Okay.
Really?
That's
That's
why
what you consider. So you consider
That's
Catholics the
Lulu's big
worst?
point.
I think Catholics are the worst for sure,
Really?
for sure,
Damn. Why?
for sure. I mean, and they're the ones who be praying to Mary or some shit like that.
I love it. That's the only person I
They
pray
pray
to
to
is
the saints.
Mary.
Yeah, they
That's
will
what I
pray to the
pray
saints.
And
to.
that's what I'm saying. You can't be praying to no woman. No, I'm joking.
I pray to Mary. That's what I
I'm
pray
joking. I'm
to.
joking.
See what? No, fuck that. No, fuck that. Abby, sick of get him. Abby, get this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You guys saved this episode, bro. You guys saved this episode. Right up,
Abby
man.
saved the episode.
Nah, you guys. Nah.
Can we talk for longer? I'm not ready to leave now. We need
Hey.
to resolve this, Lulu.
Unfortunately,
I
capitalism.
hope, Abby, I hope we're resolved.
Yeah.
I'm stubborn and when I get into things, I think I know. Like, if you really, I will fucking hurt your feelings if you start talking about Marvel comics. Like,
I
if somebody
don't care
walks up.
about Marvel comics.
But if somebody walked up to me, if a big grown man walked up to me and started spouting
Yeah.
his mouth about his fucking ideas about Deadpool and like I will lose my mind. You would see the same thunder
Yeah.
because I'm so passionate about that like comic books and things like that. And since it's my area of expertise, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, you don't even know what you're talking. And I would go into like deep, like if you go into a subject that I know a lot about. it activates me to be like, you know, a little bit more
Yeah.
forceful with my ideas.
Mm,
But most of all, I live and let live. And there's certain things I'm not living and let living. I agree with your overall stance that you think you have a soul and you want to do something about it. I think
mm,
where we go from here, I hope it's an amazing journey.
mm,
I
mm.
hope it's an amazing journey.
And to
You
be
know,
honest, you have to realize it's all about spirit and energy. And this energy probably this moment was needed because now you're gonna reflect on what just was spoken on. I'm not gonna lie, both made good points, but Alice's points really talked to me the most,
Lulu, that's
especially.
because he's a man. That's
No, no,
not
no, don't,
fair.
what's it called? Don't, what's it called? What's the word? Don't do that to me.
No.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. No,
But
this is not a gender thing.
it's I
I
just to
think it's
clarify,
pretty
I'm not
insulting. I think it's pretty insulting to call the host misogynist just because he
it's
liked my
not
point.
That's what
misogyny. You
I'm
guys are
saying, man.
misunderstanding me.
Damn,
You
you
Listen,
think
just
I
said
listen,
don't
that.
agree with
listen.
you?
You just
Let
said
me
he
say
liked
it.
my
Let me
point
say
because
it.
I'm a
Let me say my
man.
point. Let
Yeah,
me say my
bro.
point. Let me say my
Okay.
point. It's not misogyny. What I'm saying is subconsciously, not in a bad way, in a natural.
No,
You're
bro.
talking about
I
subconscious
listen,
misogyny.
but you know what it
Listen,
is?
I'm
What?
talking
No,
about in a very normal, healthy, natural way. You
no.
listen.
I,
I listen to women more. I prefer women. I listen to women
that's
more. It
you.
is
I don't. That's
very
you.
That's
normal.
you.
Yeah,
It's not.
but I can see it in other people more than you can see it in yourself.
You
You're
can't see it in
projecting
me. Can
it.
you see
You're
it in me?
projecting
Can you
it.
see it in
No.
me?
Yes,
You're
yes, all
projecting
men,
it.
all
Let
men,
me
all men, all men.
let me.
Men have a
You see it
vetted
in all
interest.
men. You
You,
see it in
All
all men.
men,
all men. Have you
10,
seen all men? You know how many men
10.
there is? There's a lot of men, bro. That's a lot of men. Have you
No,
seen
she
all
just said she
men?
was gonna
No,
work on not
wait,
saying all men
wait.
that way, and then
Listen, listen.
immediately,
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yo.
Men tend, accidentally, wisely so, they kind of team up a little bit and they don't mean to. It's not misogynistic. It's a logical, natural thing that they do unconsciously when they're witnessing. Same thing with women. If there was a woman in this debate that wasn't me, I'd be like, I kind of feel like she was right because I also am smart enough to see the way women talk and communicate that men are not as able to see. Men naturally communicate a little bit differently. That's okay. That's valid. But it's not misogyny just because maybe that is more persuasive to you. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it
No,
in a
I see
bad
what you're
way
saying.
at all.
you're a misogynist.
I think I think we
You're
naturally
Abby. You're a misogynist. You
okay.
think
What?
men
I
and women are different, and men and women communicate differently, and no men and all men are constantly, always, fucking subconsciously only listening to other men.
not only but
That is the
more. Yeah.
definition of misogyny. You're a
Okay.
I'm
misogynist.
I'm
I'm
on the
fine with
side of
that.
what's right. I'm on
Okay.
the side of what's right.
I think it's
I
illogical
remember.
to think that we're these like perfect little creatures that are above
No, we're
having
not
any
perfect.
kind of
We're not
gender stuff. Like,
we're not perfect at all. You know, Amanda was on this before. I asked Amanda to come on this show, and Amanda told me, okay, she watched the previous episode. She said she heard something that she did not like. She heard us. She heard us referring to women as female, and she did not like that. She
yeah,
said, when
you
I
guys
come
do
on
that
the
a lot.
podcast, do not call me a female. I said,
Yeah,
okay, I got you.
that's smart of her.
So I got on the show. It was just me and her. It went good. And then I invited her again. And then the second time she was on here, it was me, her, and Mac. And then Mac was saying a story, and then Mac said female. And I stopped Mac. I said, yo, they don't like that. Don't call them no female. And then Mac kept like trying to re-emphasize on calling him a female, and I kept re-emphasizing Mac, no, don't call him a female. So
Yeah,
I'm not siding on all because
that's
you have
good.
balls, because you have a dick and balls, or if you have a vagina, I'm gonna side with you. No, I'm saying what's right. If it's right,
But
and if it makes the other
yeah,
person uncomfortable, I ain't gonna side with that. And to be honest, when he said about the heaven and hell thing, when he said that, I was looking, I was like, oh shit, because it's like immortality. I don't think that the good spirit will want immortality. I just don't see that. So it's like if you go to heaven and hell, that is immortality. That is the point. I agree with Ellis. I mean, when he said it was an atheist, I said, hell no, Nick. Atheist just sounds scary. It just sounds scary to me. I don't know about it,
I'm
but just
not
the
an
word in itself
atheist.
sounds. No, I'm just
I'm
saying.
I
saying I
am.
was raised
I'm
atheist.
I'm
I am
just
an atheist.
I'm just saying
Okay, well,
I'm just saying what it is that I agreed on with the points that each of y'all was making, you know.
But you only agree with me because you're a man.
Well, there you
no,
go,
it's not because he's a man. It's that different people take gender out of it. Okay,
Now he was
different people have different communication styles. Naturally, people who have grown up with this communication style of men, of males, tend to understand each other better. It's regardless of gender. It's just a communication style thing. It's literally, it's like, how do you guys persuade
So it's not
each
a
other
gender
better?
thing. It's just people who grow
Not
up
for
with
sure.
men.
I mean, it's rooted in gender, but it's not actually
It's
about
not a
gender.
gender thing. It's just if you hang out with one gender.
It's complicated, you know.
Listen,
It's a little.
listen. I agree more. I listen more to my mother than I listen to my father, even though they were both in the household. But my mom was more present in terms of like talking like on a human to human basis versus my dad was more of a disciplinarian and my mom was more. So I really to this day, if my mom was to call me and tell me, "Hey, don't do that,"
Yeah.
I'll probably accept for comedy.
But if your
Obviously,
dad called you and told you to do it, you would do it because you would listen to your dad. Because subconsciously,
but
you listen to your dad.
well,
It's
in
just
her book.
subconscious.
Okay,
It's just
That's why you
clarify
talk to your
something.
mom more because your mom had to say it more times because you didn't listen the first couple of
That's what
times.
it is.
No,
See,
that's
Ellis, now you're
he's being
getting
funny. He's
it.
being
Now
funny.
you're
Your
He's
dad
getting
being
told you
funny.
one
it.
time and it was done. And because you were on the
See,
subconscious level.
see, now you're getting it.
Because he got that testosterone. I had to listen to that testosterone.
Hey,
Nah,
what?
but that's a cute dog. Okay. Abby, I want you to clarify something real quick before we go. I want to clarify something real quick before you go, right? Because you said something. I want to clarify something on it. You said that you go, but you don't do communion. You don't take communion. You haven't been baptized and all that
I'm
stuff.
preparing for the sacraments, yeah.
But you do go to the church, right?
Yeah.
That's like going to the bar and not drinking.
I'm actually in the process of preparing to be baptized. So I am.
So you're preparing to be baptized and stuff.
I'm
Okay.
working towards it.
Okay. All right. So, but I mean, you know what it is too? I want to just say this. Everyone goes through their own journey. You know what I mean? Like Ellis has already gone through he's already done the baptism. He's already done the communion. He's already done all of that. He has gained all the knowledge, done all the information and
Now
stuff.
he's been
And he's
unbaptized.
and he's come to the conclusion that that's not the way life is
Yeah.
supposed to be lived. You're in your own journey. You set up
No.
in the opposite
No.
journey.
We live in America, and in general, I do generally agree with the idea that we are culturally Christian, right? But the idea of our basic moral things comes from Western civilization and the Christian, like whatever.
Right.
But they kind of attached the Christian, this Middle Eastern religion, they kind of tapped it onto Western civilization to suit their needs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But in
Right.
I
general,
agree with that.
someone being atheist doesn't mean they're without morals or
Right,
without
right.
spirituality.
Right.
But that by no means is not that is not the same. In fact, if you're a Christian, you're 99.9% of becoming an atheist.
Yeah.
If you're a Buddhist or something, then maybe not, because you could be a Buddhist and a Christian.
Right,
According to the
right,
Buddhists,
right.
but you can't, or you can be a Buddhist and something else. You can't be a Christian and anything else, because they are the truth and the light. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Mhm.
right.
So
Also, to be fair, for context, like my parents were hippies. Like they both did a lot of acid growing up. Like when I talked to my mom one time and I was like, hey, like, or I don't remember which parent, but I talked to my parents about like, what should I do about like, am I allowed to hook up with people? Like, is this okay? They're like, yeah, just have fun, experiment, do whatever. Like when I was like,
that sounds
what, 12
awesome.
years old? Like that's crazy.
Oh,
Like
I wish I had
ended
good
up,
parents.
I mean, but that makes sense that you would wish because you did. You know what I mean? Like I wish
So
that I
you're
had religious
Are you
parents, but I
bragging
would
right now, or are you?
What?
Oh, you're not bragging?
No, for me it sucked. So like for example, I
Oh.
think in my head, and Ellis, mind you, I know I'm wrong about this. I think, oh, I wish I had religious parents. Of course, I don't really wish that. It would have been scary. Like I like my parents, but like at the same time, I fucking did not like having no boundaries around that stuff. I wish I'd had a clear knowledge of do this, don't do this. I have OCD. I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out all the time trying to find morality because there was no morality provided. My parents literally
None. There was
did
none.
hella acid back in the day. Like they didn't.
No, but they
have
said it was
any.
cool. Your parents would think it was cool for you to murder, to lie, to steal.
I mean, they kind of told us not to lie. I ended up like, I mean, I ended up with
some
psychotic
morality.
bipolar, so
Some
like
morality.
kind of, but it was again, it was pretty fluid. There was no consequence. Like, I mean, my mom was alcoholic. It's not like that, you know. I mean, there just wasn't. It wasn't, and not
But
to
it
say
just
that.
seems odd. It seems odd, to be 100% honest. And you don't gotta listen to me. I know I'm just a man.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It seems odd for you to say my parents were doing acid and they were alcoholics, but the reason
Acid
that I had a
in
bad
in their youth. But yeah, go on.
in their youth, and the reason my whatever Christian or spiritual journey is so bad is because they're atheists. I would say the alcoholism is probably a stronger contributing factor than the atheism.
But mind you, Ellis, I'm already sober. I've been sober a long time. So like I've already covered that. And I think
I
at
am
this
not.
point,
So
and you know what? That's also valid. But like, I
yeah.
think that for me, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I do want spiritual moral codes of conduct that feel more
Okay.
rigid. I don't like the freedom of atheism anymore. And like, I will also agree. I think there's some atheists that are really moral and really uplifting citizens and whatever the fuck. But like, again, that's why I always come back to this thing of there's as many ways to be human as there are human beings. There's as many ways to be Christians as there are Christians. There's as many ways to be atheists as there are atheists. There's good and bad people everywhere. It doesn't
Ask your
matter
church
what.
that. Ask your
Huh?
church that. I'm
I'm not talking from the point of view of a like church. Like this is me as
no,
a
you're thinking
human
about
telling
no,
you.
you're doing the sacraments, you're preparing to join the religion, right?
I don't know if I'm gonna yet. I'm
You're
still up
you're
in the
you're do-
air
you're preparing to maybe do it, right?
to maybe do it, and I'm
Okay.
really
So
not sure yet. I
did you
don't
hear
know
what
how
I
I.
said? As you
Yeah, but
prepare,
oh God,
were you going to ask the question? Is
no.
there just any way to do that? I'm just asking you when you do that, as you prepare, it's a pretty important question. No,
But you're
don't.
missing
You're
my
right.
point again. You're missing my point again
I'm not
because
missing your point.
I
I heard your point and I acknowledged your point, and then I was just giving you something to consider as you go
just
forward.
advice. You were
In
just
fact,
giving.
the question was meant to pass on to you that I had heard you.
Oh, is that why?
I
Maybe
mean, you can
that's
look
what.
it
Maybe
back and
that's what I've
maybe.
been
No, I
misunderstanding.
understand.
Maybe
Anything I say, you've already told me. Anything I say, you're dismissing because I'm a man anyway. So, like, I
that's
ain't
not
mad at you.
true.
I
That's
ain't
not
mad at you.
true.
No, not in real life,
I'm not
subconsciously.
dismissing what you're saying because you're a man. I'm
Subconsciously.
I'm agitated by what you're saying because you're a man. I'm not dismissing it. I'm still hearing you.
Sure, sure. I understand. I'm agreeing with it. But I'm only agreeing with myself
Mm,
because I'm a man.
that's ridiculous.
No, it's true. If I was a woman, I wouldn't listen to me.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Lulu, if you ever
that's so funny.
transition,
Yeah.
I will never take your plug. I ain't listening to you for shit, bro.
No, I'm not. Listen. We gotta let's go ahead and wrap it up, man. I feel like this conversation would have been way better than the conversation I was planning to have. Because I was
No way.
planning to, you know what I was about to talk about.
What were you
This
gonna
is
talk
it,
about?
hoes. Oh no, just I was talking about like
Pose.
yeah,
Hose. It
girls
was
for
about
sure.
hose.
Girls for sure. But yo, this is the part where we gotta tell the people goodbye. Shit,
Oh, wait,
let the
really?
people.
What? How long have we been on here? A long time.
We've been recording for like close to 2 hours for sure.
I
Okay,
love
that's
both of you guys. I'm sorry for being a jerk.
no.
No, you
I
was
Um,
I
great. You was
I
great.
Thanks for inviting me last minute. I'm
I
sorry, Abby. What were you
appreciate you.
saying?
No, thank you, Ellis. I really appreciate you as a person, and I really like talking to you. Although sometimes when it gets heated, it's a little much, but
I'm sorry.
I do value your perspectives quite a lot. I just wish it could come with like a little more, just a little gentler, you know? But I do value what you're saying. I'm interested in your perspectives. I like learning from you. It's just that sometimes it's
Well,
frustrating.
I don't have to do something right now. Can you call me offline when we say bye?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
We're
Thank
saying
you,
bye, bro.
Lulu.
There you go. I love that. You see right there, everyone gonna learn from that.
Bringing people together.
Bring people together. Jews, Palestine, learn from this. This is a learning moment right here, baby.
Bloods, Crips,
Blood,
cat
Crips,
people, dogs
Everybody,
living together.
men,
Okay.
fucking
women.
Men and
no,
Lulu,
women.
thank
man and
you.
woman. Yeah, well, there you go. But yeah, man and woman call each other.
You know what?
Yes, I like that.
I'm gonna say it anyway. God bless you, Lulu, or whatever. Universe bless you, whatever blessings
Somebody
you
bless
would
you.
like.
Shit.
I'm so proud of you. You're doing so great with this show. You have on the best. I love the shows. I watch them sometimes, and it's just a blast. So thank you again for having me on, and what a joy. And I'm so excited for your career. I will be here to support the people I care about and stand up, and in whatever I end up doing separately. But I'm really proud of you. So yeah, thank you for having me on.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And thank you to you guys for coming in last minute, man. But it all worked out at the end of the day because this right here has to be the best episode I've done so far in LUdiaries. So
Thank you,
let's go ahead.
Ellis.
I said I'm
So,
sorry. I can see
no,
this
no.
fucking. I just looked at this fucking vein in my neck. Goddamn it! Has this
Nigga,
been
your
there the
face
whole
was
time?
coming out, bro. That shit, your face was out, you're popping. But if you're still watching, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the
You
video.
gotta subscribe. It's messy.
Yeah, subscribe. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you support the people. I'm gonna put their links and their ads in the description. Make sure you support them. And yeah, we'll be here next week. And peace out. Y'all call each other, man. Make up, man. Go out for dinner or some shit. You know
No,
what
we're
I
already
mean?
good.
Let's
We're
level
already
us
good.
up.
I just wanted to say bye. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, for sure.
Thank you.